Today's video tackles an intriguing and somewhat audacious question. Could a small group of pirates really hijack a U.S. aircraft carrier? This concept might seem like pure fiction, but exploring it gives us a chance to dive deep into naval warfare, modern piracy, and the security measures that protect some of the most powerful ships on the planet. Number 1. The strength and complexity of a U.S. aircraft carrier. The strength and complexity of a U.S. aircraft carrier go far beyond what one might expect from a typical warship. These vessels are engineered to serve as the ultimate power projection tools of the United States Navy, capable of executing a wide range of missions anywhere in the world. At the heart of an aircraft carrier's strength is its design, which integrates advanced technology, robust construction, and unparalleled versatility. An aircraft carrier's hull is constructed with hardened steel, designed to withstand significant damage from attacks. The ship is sectioned into numerous watertight compartments, allowing it to remain afloat even if multiple sections are breached. This compartmentalization enhances its survivability against torpedoes and other maritime threats. Furthermore, carriers are equipped with redundant systems for critical operations such as propulsion, power generation, and weapons control, ensuring that they can continue to operate even if some systems are compromised. The flight deck is another aspect of an aircraft carrier's complexity. Stretching over 4 acres, it operates as a floating airfield capable of launching and recovering aircraft simultaneously. This involves a precise choreography of movement managed by specialized personnel, known as yellow shirts, who direct the flow of aircraft. The catapult systems on board, which can launch a 50,000-pound aircraft from 0 to 165 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, are feats of engineering, utilizing steam or electromagnetic technology to generate the necessary force. Aircraft carriers also serve as floating command centers, equipped with advanced communication and surveillance systems that allow them to coordinate operations over vast areas. The Combat Information Center, CIC, is the nerve center of the carrier, where data from various sensors and intelligence sources is processed to provide a comprehensive picture of the surrounding environment. This capability is critical for maintaining situational awareness and coordinating the actions of the carrier strike group. Moreover, aircraft carriers are designed to support sustained operations at sea for extended periods. They have onboard desalination plants that convert seawater into fresh water, providing for the needs of thousands of crew members. The ships are also stocked with extensive medical facilities, including surgical suites and intensive care units, allowing them to serve as mobile hospitals in times of crisis. The complexity of an aircraft carrier extends to its air wing, which is not just a collection of aircraft but a fully integrated air force. The carrier air wing typically includes a mix of fighters, electronic warfare aircraft, airborne early warning aircraft, and helicopters, each contributing to the carrier's mission. The ability to deploy and recover these aircraft in various conditions, including rough seas and night operations, showcases the carrier's operational flexibility. In terms of defense, aircraft carriers are protected by multiple layers of security, including surface-to-air missiles, anti-submarine warfare capabilities, and close-in weapon systems that provide a final line of defense against incoming threats. The carrier strike group, composed of destroyers, cruisers, and submarines, further enhances the carrier's defense by providing additional layers of protection and offensive capabilities. Number 2. Modern piracy tactics and limitations. Modern piracy, unlike the romanticized images from the 17th and 18th centuries, is characterized by its adaptation to contemporary maritime environments and technologies. Today, pirates are predominantly motivated by financial gain, targeting vulnerable vessels in strategic locations like the Gulf of Guinea, the Strait of Malacca, and off the coast of Somalia. These regions are chosen because of high traffic, political instability, and the lack of robust maritime law enforcement. Pirates typically employ small, high-speed skiffs that allow them to approach and board larger, slower-moving cargo ships undetected. The tactics of modern pirates are highly opportunistic and rely heavily on speed, surprise, and intimidation. Pirates often use grappling hooks and ladders to board ships swiftly. Many modern pirate groups are equipped with automatic weapons and, in some cases, RPGs, which they use to threaten or incapacitate the crew. Some pirates employ motherships, which are hijacked fishing vessels or small freighters used as bases for launching smaller skiffs, allowing them to operate further from shore and evade naval patrols. One key limitation of modern piracy is the difficulty of hijacking more heavily armed vessels or those with armed security teams on board. The presence of armed guards has been a significant deterrent, leading to a decrease in successful pirate attacks. Additionally, advanced ship design features such as high freeboards, the distance between the waterline and the upper deck, barbed wire, and water cannons make it more challenging for pirates to board ships. Modern pirates also face challenges due to improved international cooperation and naval presence in high-risk areas. Multinational naval task forces like NATO's Operation Ocean Shield and the EU's Operation Atalanta conduct anti-piracy missions, escort vulnerable ships, and monitor pirate activity using advanced surveillance technologies. Another significant limitation is the complexity of maritime security technology. Ships today are equipped with advanced radar and AAS, automatic identification system, which help identify and track unauthorized vessels approaching at high speeds. Anti-piracy strategies also involve evasive maneuvers, such as increasing speed and zigzagging, making it difficult for pirates to board. Furthermore, legal challenges and the lack of a universally accepted framework for prosecuting pirates often mean that apprehended pirates are released, complicating enforcement efforts. Modern piracy, while still a threat in certain regions, is constrained by these tactical limitations and increasingly sophisticated maritime security measures, making the hijacking of military vessels or well-protected commercial ships nearly impossible. Number 3. The hypothetical hijack, infiltration, subterfuge, and sabotage. To explore the hypothetical hijack of a U.S. aircraft carrier through infiltration, subterfuge, and sabotage, we need to consider a scenario that involves a sophisticated and multi-layered approach. Unlike a direct assault, this strategy would require a high level of planning, coordination, and insider knowledge. It would likely start with the recruitment or placement of operatives within the carrier's crew. These operatives would need to blend in seamlessly, possibly over an extended period to avoid raising suspicion. Their backgrounds, credentials, and behavior would have to withstand the scrutiny of rigorous security checks and constant observation by fellow crew members and intelligence officers on board. The primary goal of these infiltrators would be to gather intelligence on the carrier's operations, security protocols, and daily routines. Understanding the ship's communication systems, movement patterns, and chain of command would be crucial. They would also need to identify key vulnerabilities, such as critical points in the ship's power grid, computer systems, or physical security measures that could be exploited. Sabotage could involve a range of actions, from disrupting the ship's electronics and radar systems to compromising navigation or weapons systems. This could be done through cyber means, such as deploying malware to disrupt communication or control systems, or physically, by tampering with machinery or installing devices that could cause malfunctions. A coordinated attack might also involve poisoning or otherwise incapacitating key personnel to create confusion and reduce the ship's ability to respond effectively. Another potential tactic could include using false alarms or staged accidents to divert attention and resources away from the real point of attack. This could involve creating fake threats or incidents that require a significant portion of the crew to respond, leaving critical areas more vulnerable. Operatives might also exploit the ship's supply chain, smuggling in contraband or tools needed for sabotage. Achieving this level of infiltration and sabotage would require a highly skilled team with access to state-of-the-art technology and intelligence, potentially indicating the involvement of state-sponsored actors or highly organized criminal enterprises. This strategy would also hinge on maintaining secrecy and coordination, as even a minor slip could alert the carrier's crew and trigger a swift counter-response. The use of social engineering, manipulating crew members to gain trust or access to sensitive areas, would likely play a crucial role in the initial stages of the operation. Number 4. Real-world examples and lessons from naval history. Throughout naval history, there have been several notable instances of ships being seized or nearly captured, providing critical lessons on the vulnerabilities and resilience of maritime forces. One significant example is the hijacking of the Italian cruise ship Achille Lauro by the Palestine Liberation Front in 1985. This incident demonstrated how a small, determined group could take control of a large vessel by exploiting security lapses and leveraging the element of surprise. The hijackers boarded under the guise of tourists, highlighting the risk of inadequate vetting and the need for rigorous security protocols even in non-military settings. Another pertinent example is the capture of the USS Pueblo by North Korean forces in 1968. The Pueblo was a lightly armed intelligence ship operating near North Korea's territorial waters. It was seized without a shot being fired after being surrounded by enemy vessels and aircraft. This event illustrated the importance of having adequate defensive capabilities and the ability to respond to sudden threats, as well as the need for clear rules of engagement when operating in hostile or contested waters. The Falklands War in 1982 also offers valuable lessons. The sinking of the Argentine cruiser ARA General Belgrano by a British submarine underscored the importance of anti-submarine warfare preparedness. It also showed how naval assets could be vulnerable to stealth and surprise, even in open waters. On the flip side, the sinking of the British destroyer HMS Sheffield by an Exocet missile highlighted the growing threat of advanced missile technology and the critical need for effective missile defense systems. More recently, the 2009 hijacking of the U.S.-flagged cargo ship Maersk Alabama by Somali pirates demonstrated the effectiveness of armed security teams and quick military response. The U.S. Navy's swift intervention and precision in rescuing the crew showcased modern naval power's rapid deployment capabilities and the advantages of maintaining an agile and ready fleet in piracy-prone regions. Lessons from these incidents stress the importance of intelligence, preparation, and rapid response in mitigating threats. They also underscore that the element of surprise, the technological sophistication of weapons, and the training of personnel are critical factors in naval engagements. Whether dealing with piracy, state-sponsored seizures, or military engagements, historical precedents highlight that the strength of a naval vessel is not just in its armor and weapons, but also in its crew's readiness and the strategies employed to counter various threats.